Greg Radley.
Inventory and also Bossenlager, but now they're staying to make up pretty good ground as they travel down the back inside the mile peg. Tallowood Princess leads a half length to Meg's Memory in the centre, and 3 deep now taking a trail. Careful Choice. It now covers Shy Val on the fence there, 3 lengths clear of Syncopated Rhythm, and another 5 lengths away then to Bossenlager. A couple off then to Dreamtime Snip, and 3 or 4 last of all Inventory. Oh, hang on, there's one behind it. Miller Grant put in a couple of bad ones. It's right out of the race. They're well spread out as they come up to the turn. They've got about 1,200 metres left to go, and in front Tallowood Princess over on the inside leads ahead. Running second on the outside Meg's Memory, and third the fence Shy Val. They were followed in the 1 out and 1 back trail by a Careful Choice. Over on the inside was Syncopated Rhythm. A couple off then to Bossenlager, who's making up ground. Dreamtime Snip was well back, then Inventory, and forget all about Millie Grant. They come to the judge, they've got a lap to go, 9:40 from home, and he's slowed them right up. They're dawdling past the post. Tallowood Princess leads a length. Now here's Inventory coming from the tail. It was spotting them about 50 metres when they went going, and now it's got around them to be in second spot. In the centre, Meg's Memory. Over on the fence, Shy Val. A couple off then to Careful Choice getting going. Bossenlager from the tails working around them 3 deep. A length behind them, Syncopated Rhythm, then Dreamtime Snip, and forget all about Millie Grant halfway down the back, and he quickens up again on Tallowood Princess. In fact, he's gone for home. He put a couple on it, and it raced 2 in front now of Shy Val. Bossenlager out wide on the tracks under pressure. Careful Choice is also under pressure. Then came Syncopated Rhythm, followed by Inventory, who's gone, and then came Meg's Memory, but Tallowood Princess past the 400 is 2.5 clear. Shy Val and Careful Choice was second and third, and then Syncopated Rhythm followed by Bossenlager, but coming up to the turn, 2:20 out, and it's all Tallowood Princess. I don't think Shy Val or Careful Choice will be able to pick it up. They're well clear. Oh, Syncopated Rhythm and Bossenlager got into trouble, but it didn't matter because this leader is home and hosed. Tallowood Princess is well clear. It's 5, 6, 7 lengths in front and is going to romp in. Tallowood Princess comes down to the line, a big winner. Tallowood Princess first, Shy Val second, Careful Choice third, and here the rest come. Inventory next in, Bossenlager, a few tired ones. Next one home was Meg's Memory, Syncopated Rhythm, Miller Grant, followed in by Dreamtime Snip, and it was the last one home.
Came in like Brown's Cows, a string of sausages there in that race there, 137, race 8 at Newcastle. Running them right.
And Land Boom, the back marker, galloped away from the 40 metres. Flying Legend slow to move. EastEnder came away quickly. Waverley Prince began well with Dreamy Bye Bye third and Benson Boy fourth. Then Really Rockin' on the inside of Hobby's Trust. They both began well from the 10. U-East Wide running around the first corner in front of Vikings Memory. Then Flying Legend and Paleface Marble. And Land Boom, the back marker, at the tail of the field. Down the back the first time, EastEnder the leader as they roll past the tea trees and the 1,700 metres mark. Leading by a length to Dreamy Bye Bye in the breeze, and Really Rockin' a length away third behind the speed. Waverley Prince fourth, 1 out, 1 back, and then Vikings Memory on the inside of Benson Boy, who's 3 back in the running lane. Flying Legend on the fence inside of Hobby's Trust, followed by Paleface Marvel. U-East is second last, and Land Boom has tacked on at the tail. 41.9 the time for the first 500 metres, and Dreamy Bye Bye's gone to the lead. In the middle of the circle, Dreamy Bye Bye leads by 2 lengths over EastEnder, and a length and a half away was Waverley Prince, who's now without cover. Really Rockin' on the fence, and here's a move. Hobby's Trust out 3 wide is let loose by Alexander, and he zooms up on the outside to tackle Dreamy Bye Bye. 32 for the first quarter of the mile. Here's another move. Paleface Marvel's out 3 deep and charging forward, and as they run past the judge and the bell, Dreamy Bye Bye leads the way. Paleface Marvel quickly scoots up to second. EastEnder third, and Hobby's Trust now fourth in the running lane. Really Rockin' shuffle back on the rail on the inside of Waverley Prince, then Benson Boy around Vikings Memory. 2 to Flying Legend from U-East, and Land Boom's a length away at the tail of the field. 30.7 for the second quarter of the mile. Dreamy Bye Bye on the fence, Paleface Marvel on the outside. They're together down the back of the track. EastEnder third. A length away is Hobby's Trust, followed by Really Rockin'. Waverley Prince in the running lane from Vikings Memory, Benson Boy, then U-East, Flying Legend, and 2 to Land Boom. Dreamy Bye Bye with his head in front at the 300. Paleface Marvel still there on the outside. Hobby's Trust 3 deep. Waverley Prince 4 wide under the whip. Then Eastender and Really Rockin'. Dreamy Bye-Bye kicking on the bend in front of Paleface Marvel. Hobby's Trust looms up out wide and Waverley Prince running on. They've got Dreamy. Hobby's Trust hit the lead. Waverley Prince goes after Hobby's Trust. Here's Benson Boy flying. Hobby's Trust hangs on. Hobby's Trust has beaten Waverley Prince and Benson Boy. Then Eastender, Dreamy Bye-Bye, Vikings Memory, Really Rockin', Flying Legend, Uist, Paleface Marvel, and Land Boom was last of all.
Well, it's a photo, okay.
I'm Paul Wheeler from the Harndorf Inn Hotel. Harndorf is a small German settlement village situated in the Adelaide Hills. It's only 30 minutes drive from the GPO. Our hotel offers a unique traditional environment, warm, friendly atmosphere complemented by excellent meals. So next time you're in town, come and join us.
Vander Rose is broken at dispatch, nothing behind it, so I didn't check anything. Rebel Time began quickly. Now True Roman's going to come across from out wide. Lord Crest has the inside running as they trot round the first turn. Rebel Time's gone for a gallop. So they're making it easy for the favourite. True Roman goes to the lead now. He crosses over and got 5 metres clear in second placing Lord Crest. About 10 metres away running third Finance Man. Well, he's the one we can expect sometimes to gallop early, but he's trotted nicely in the early part. So too is another report. Back along the rails, then behind them Speed Row. 4 metres to Arctic Storm. 5 metres Totem Toto. And the two we wouldn't have expected to make early errors, Rebel Time and Vander Rose, are out the back. They race past the judge now. It's under 2 laps left to run, and it's True Roman. 4 metres clear in second placing Lord Crest. The lead time is 47.3. About 10 metres away then to Finance Man, still on the rails. Another report, the first one off the rails. Then Speed Row, 4 back on the inside, covering it Arctic Storm. Another 4 metres away to Totem Toto. Rebel Time tacks onto the main group, and it's still 15 metres away to Vander Rose at the tail. Down the back they head, and it's old True Roman doing it as he likes on top. He's 4 metres clear in second placing Lord Crest. Another report's moved up on the outside of Finance Man and has that horse in the pocket. Arctic Storm's 1 out and 1 back. Next along then on the inside Speed Row. 2 or 3 metres further back to Totem Toto, 5 or 6 metres Rebel Time, and Vander Rose has tacked on at the tail. First quarter 32.6 as they're about to swing into the straight now. They've got a lap and a quarter left to run, and True Roman will really be enjoying this tonight. Out in front, doing it easily. 4 metres clear. Lord Crest is in second placing. Another reporter slowly moving forward, but she's worked hard. Finance Man's had a pretty good run, but he's in the pocket now. Next then Arctic Storm on the outside. Behind runners Speed Row. Around it in turn then, we had Totem Toto and Rebel Time and Vander Rose the last pair. Now the second quarter they sped up a little, 31.5, and True Roman starts to speed right up going into the back, and he's 6 metres clear. Lord Crest trying hard to go with him. Then 4 metres to Finance Man. Now if there is a danger, it could be Finance Man, but he's in the pocket. Another report's got him in the pocket. Then Totem Toto, Arctic Storm, Rebel Time sneaks through along the inside, and Vander Rose will be wide. They leave the back straight though, and True Roman is about 8 metres clear and going strongly. Lord Crest second. Now Finance Man's into the clear of Good Enough, and he starts his sprint, but the leader's got a big break, and they are clear then of Arctic Storm. Rebel Time broke up again. Vander Rose held up, but turning for home, and True Roman has a nice lead. 8 metres in front. Lord Crest and Finance Man are both trying hard. He has to get the persuader out for True Roman, but he's going to be too good. True Roman down to the post. 4 metres Lord Crest. Third placing goes to Finance Man. They were well clear of Arctic Storm. Vander Rose beat a few home, including Totem Toto, another report. Rebel Time broke up on the turn, and the other one tailing right out at the finish was Speed Row.
6, 1 and 8 there, so an easy one.
To 4 on, box 1 racing. Tiger Stripes is away fairly and trying to drive through. Miranda Bar leads early. Tiger Stripes is on the inside, making a line of 3 was Handy Cash wide out. Right behind them, the reserve Supreme Rocket, followed by Single Line. Then Royal Joker and Dream Fox was last. Tiger Stripes has shot away on the back straight. Handy Cash is second. In third position, Supreme Rocket, Miranda Bale, followed by Single Line. Tiger Stripes slipped away. Handy Cash second. Tiger Stripes led for home over Handy Cash, and Tiger Stripes is too good. Tiger Stripes wins the last event, 2.5 Handy Cash. Miranda Bale third over Royal Joker, and then a break in the field. Supreme Rocket, Single Line, and Dream Fox was last. Number 1 is the winner of the final race.
Ready for a start. Racing. Times are marching away well. Tuatron, the favourite, now is in search of the lead, trying to keep it out as Blur Arc, and on its outside is Koala Pacific, but Tuatron will work to an early lead out of the straight. Bridie's Chance back in the field has gone for a gallop, as the favourite now, Tuatron, leads Blur Arc, and on the outside is Koala Pacific. On the fence is Scottish Prince, on the outside as Times are marching, 3 out Rosewood Manor, and out 4 wide early is Ripon. 4 metres to Pale Rider, Upper Class on the fence, 15 metres away Prosperity, and 150 metres away Bridie's Chance. Along the back straight, in front is the favourite Tuatron by 6 metres. 3 wide Ripon works into second placing. It's about to draw up to the leader's wheel. Third the fence is Blur Arc, and fourth on the outside now is Koala Pacific. 4 metres to Times are marching on the outside of Scottish Prince, and behind them came on the outside Pale Rider. On the fence Upper Class, 6 metres to Rosewood Manor, then Prosperity, who's last of the main pack, and 200 metres away Bridie's Chance. Around the turn they sweep, a circuit to go, and Tuatron's had a very good run the first circuit by 5 metres to Blur Arc. It's back, and a neck away on the outside as Ripon, always working from the outset. Scottish Prince is fourth back, and 3 back on the rail and fourth. 2 metres away on the outside, tapped up is Koala Pacific. Then Upper Class, Times are marching. Pale Rider pulls to the outside. In behind them came on the inside Prosperity, followed by Rosewood Manor, and out the back is Bridie's Chance. They're in the final lap towards the 600, and Tuatron looks to have plenty up his sleeve in front. He's 6 metres clear of Blur Arc. A metre the outside is Ripon, not going well. Koala Pacific now pulls out 3 wide, so Pale Rider now 4 wide. Then Scottish Prince, Times are marching. Upper Class, Rosewood Manor, Prosperity, and distanced is Bridie's Chance. 350 out though on the turn. It's still Tuatron over 6 metres in front of Blur Arc. 12 metres away, Ripon gone, then Koala Pacific under pressure, but Tuatron raced away on the turn at the 220. Scottish Prince on the rail now gets to third, then Pale Rider, Times are marching. Upper Class, Rosewood Manor and Prosperity at the 150, and it's all Tuatron. He has the race well and truly parcelled up. Second, Blur Arc, 10 metres away, then Scottish Prince, but down to the line, Tuatron wins easily. Driver just sits there, and Tuatron wins about 6 metres to Blur Arc. 8 metres away, third, Scottish Prince. Fourth, Times are marching, ran home. Then Ripon, Upper Class, Rosewood Manor, Prosperity, Koala Pacific. Last in Pale Rider, and distanced and still to arrive, Bridie's Chance.
Go. There's the light. They're off and racing. Pretty good start. Down on the inside, Quincy Adams got out smartly, and Armbro Dick is showing pace soon after the start. Tolano Chad began brilliantly and is tearing through the centre to try and take the lead, going to the first corner. Looks like the favourites burning them off. It goes to the lead now from Armbro Dick, followed in third spot then on the inside by Quincy Adams as they go around the first corner. Nimble Jack is very deep, presses on towards the leaders, followed by Brook Hanover. Next on the inside is Dragon Fire, and then came Collie Linden a long way back, and Speedy Barber's at the tail of the field. Into the straight the first time. Tolano Chad steadied in the lead, shows the way by a length and a half to Armbro Dick. Moving up the first without cover is Nimble Jack as they race down for the bell. Quincy Adams over on the inside is next, and then came Brook Hanover, followed by Dragon Fire, and back to the tail Collie Linden with Speedy Barb. Past the judge. After the bell, heading towards the back, Tolano Jad, the leader, shows the way by a length and a half to Armbro Dick. Lead time is 59.4, so there's no loafing by the leader. Nimble Jack striding up outside, the leader into third spot now, followed by Quincy Adams over on the inside, then Brook Hanover as they go down the back. A fair way back to Dragon Fire. Second last is Collie Linden, and Speedy Barber's at the tail of the field. Heading on towards the top corner, 500 metres left to go. Tolano Chad makes play by a length and a half on Armbro Dick, and Nimble Jack a length to Quincy Adams on the inside of Brook Hanover. He peels to the outside on Collie Linden. 4 deep is Speedy Barb, and through on the inside is Dragonfire as they race past the 300. Talano Chad still the one to beat. It's Talano Chad by a length and a half from Umbro Dick. Nimble Jack is under pressure on the outside as they turn the bend. Talano Chad the leader. He pulls the whip on it. He's getting pretty desperate. Nimble Jack on the outside, running into it strongly. Down the outside is the old bloke Collie Linden. It's Talano Chad in front. Collie Linden's trying to pick it up. Jeff Dawn throwing everything at Collie Linden, and it's home. Collie Linden got up in the last stride to score. Second home was Talano Chad. Third, Brook Hanover, followed further back by Quincy Adams. Then came Nimble Jack, Dragonfire, well back to Speedy Barb, and Armbro Dick was last in.
All right, well, the old-timer, you'd like to reinvest. So they are 170, 150, 195, 40. The Quint 470 try 101.50 as the light flashes in Brizzy.
Racing, Crown the Victor and Mobile Duke both came out very quickly. Its close-up began well with Speed Monarch fourth and Robichaux fifth, then Beldisawar, followed by Merchant Joe. Force One is second last, and Incentive in trouble, dropped out to the tail of the field after missing in the score-up. Mobile Duke is the leader at the end of 300 metres, with Crown the Victor settling second, and it's close up 2 lengths away third. A half to Speed Monarch left in the breeze, and Robichaux out wide going forward quickly. A length to Beldisawar on the outside of Merchant Joe. Then Force One and Incentive has been able to tack on at the tail of the field. They're running to the 1500. Lead time 38.1, and Mobile Duke leads by a length to Robichaux. Crown the Victor third, locked up behind the leader. Speed Monarch fourth, 1 out, 1 back on the outside of its close-up. Beldisawar 3 back in the running lane. Merchant Joe on the rail. Then 1 to Force One and 2 lengths to Incentive as they stride past the 1300 metres peg. Mobile Duke shows the way. Not a great deal of speed on it. It's Mobile Duke 1 length in front of Robichaux. Crown the Victor third, locked up behind the leader. Speed Monarch fourth on the outside of its close-up. Beldisawar still 3 back in the running lane. Merchant Joe locked up on the rail. 2 to Force One and 2 to Incentive, who whipped them in at the judge and the bell. 33 for the first quarter of the mile. And Mobile Duke getting an easy run up front by 1 to Robichaux, with Crown the Victor third, still locked up behind the leader. Then Speed Monarch on the outside of its close-up, followed by Beldisawar around Merchant Joe, starting to pull on the rail. Force One second last, and Incentive's about to peel wide from the tail of the field. 30.9 second section. Mobile Duke a half length in front of Robichaux at the 650. Crown the Victor climbing over their back. Speed Monarch 3 deep going forward. Incentive 4 wide now. Beldisawar pokes up in the centre. Then Merchant Joe from its close-up, and Force One. They've packed 450 metres out. Mobile Duke ahead in front of Speed Monarch, going after the leader quickly. Crown the Victor still sweating on a run. Robichaux calls it a night, then Beldisawar. Mobile Duke and Speed Monarch together on the last corner. 200 metres out. Speed Monarch the outside, and Mobile Duke, they flatten out in front of Crown the Victor. It's Mobile Duke and Speed Monarch. They're going stride for stride. Mobile Duke's in front. Speed Monarch having another crack at him, but Mobile Duke drew clear again, close to home. Mobile Duke beat Speed Monarch. Crown the Victor ran third. Then Robichaux, Merchant Joe, followed by Beldisawar, Force One, Incentive, and its close-up last of all. Again, slow early sectionals and a sprint home, told.
It's now on the second row. I don't think it'll be quite up as they let them go, although they might even get a fly start with it. 22.30 the journey, they're off. It began with them, Sound Barrier, but Desert Orchid was the best to begin, and it has little trouble in leading, actually. Sound Barrier is going to ease for a trail. Going forward, Springton Flyer, and from out wide, a Chua or Alpine surges forward. Strikeover gets up on the inside. They are followed further back on settling by, on the outside, Linwood Lee, and back towards the tail settling down we have Above the Sky. Desert Orchid really didn't have to do too much to hold the lead. It is at the moment a couple in front now, working overtime. Chua or Alpine out 3 deep. Springton Flyer's kept it there around that first turn. Jewel Peaker Alpine will be looking to take the trail behind the leader, and eventually it is able to do so because this leader's pulling hard and it wants to go quicker, Desert Orchid. Strikeover's now 3 back the rail. Springton Flyer again left without cover. 4 metres to Sound Barrier. The lead time's pretty quick with this leader wanting to go hard. It's 45.5. Behind Sound Barrier, Linwood Lee, and last of all Above the Sky. They head towards the back straight, and Desert Orchid still right up on the still, led 4 metres. Jewel Peaker Alpine second. He's hanging back on Springton Flyer, hoping to get some cover, but there's none coming. Strikeover on the place 1-1, but remember he did a bit of chasing in the score up. 4 metres away then Linwood Lee, and last of all Above the Sky. They leave the back straight. They've got a lap and a half to run, and Desert Orchid has settled just a little better now and is 4 metres in front. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. In fact, it might have even dropped the bit a little, Desert Orchid. 4 metres in front of Jewel Peaker Alpine. Springton Flyer on the outside. They only went 33-1 the first quarter. Strikeovers on the rails. Then 4 metres away Sound Barrier. Still second last Linwood Lee, and biding its time, and last of all Above the Sky. Down the straight they come, and the leader is Desert Orchid. 4 metres clear. In second placing Jewel Peaker Alpine. Springton Flyer's worked. So really all of these favourites have not had the easiest of runs. Sound Barrier's been in the 1-1. Strike over the inside. Then Linwood Lee, and last Above the Sky. They race towards the back straight, and the second quarter 32.4. Desert Orchid led, but it has stopped pulling. It led by 2 metres. Springton Flyer gets closer. Behind them Jewel Peaker Alpine. Sound Barrier on the back of Springton Flyer's got the good card home. Linwood Lee comes out 3 deep, and then Strike over and Above the Sky heading to the 400 metre mark, and it's still Desert Orchid just the leader from Springton Flyer. Now Sound Barrier comes out 3 wide. Linwood Lee has pushed 4 wide. Above the Sky trying to come very deep as Desert Orchid drops out sharply there. Jewel Peaker Alpine and Strike over. Springton Flyer's finding plenty on the turn. Third quarter was only 31.6, and it comes away from Sound Barrier. Then Linwood Lee, Above the Sky, Strike over, Jewel Peaker Alpine, but Springton Flyer's going to be too good, and the good thing of the night wins easily. Springton Flyer comes away for a 12 metre win. Second Sound Barrier. Linwood Lee runs third, then Jewel Peaker Alpine, Strike over, Above the Sky, and Desert Orchid got very tired and has finished at the tail.
3, 2 and 5. They're 3, 2 and 5.
Set, they're racing. Blue Sage balances up last early. Placid Jane flies out, leads from Desperate Action, Poppy's Flame. And back on the fence is Whims and Wishes. Out very wide on the track is Mount Zero, 4 wide in fact. 4 metres to Royal Anne. Second last is Cano Carla. And last is Blue Sage, about 8 metres away. Placid Jane leads after travelling the first 300 metres by 4 metres. On her back is Whims and Wishes. Poppy's Flame third without cover. Off the track is Mount Zero, Desperate Action the centre, then Cano Carla, Royal Anne 4 metres away, and a break of 10 metres to Blue Sage. Travelling down the straight at the 1800, Mount Zero off the track now travels into second placing within a metre of the leader Placid Jane. Third the fence is Whims and Wishes, and fourth on the outside is Poppy's Flame. 4 metres to Desperate Action, who's 3 back on the outside of Cano Carla. Royal Anne is second last, and 12 metres away Blue Sage. 30 metres had covered the field. Out of the straight they race towards the lap and 3/4 mark, and the leader is Placid Jane. At her wheel is Mount Zero doing all the work. From second last now, Royal Anne has set a light out 3 wide. Whims and Wishes having a nice trail behind the leader. In the centre, Poppy's Flame. A metre back is Cano Carla. 4 metres to Desperate Action, and still 10 or 12 metres away Blue Sage. Towards the 1350 they race, still in front Placid Jane by a metre. Royal Anne now travelled up into second placing. 5 metres away third Whims and Wishes, with cover for the first time on the race is Mount Zero. 4 metres to Poppy's Flame on the outside of Cano Carla. Second last Desperate Action, and Blue Sage about to warm up to the task as one off the fence and only 5 metres away last. 20 metres covers the field, travelling down the straight at the 900. Placid Jane's at a nice run in front, being held together by 4 metres. 2 Royal Anne outside, Whims and Wishes. Mount Zero fourth, locked away fifth Cano Carla. A metre to Poppy's Flame, 4 metres to Desperate Action, and about to ease to the outside, Blue Sage last. Out of the straight they race towards the 700. It's still Placid Jane in front by 2 metres to Royal Anne. A metre back third Whims and Wishes, followed by Mount Zero. On the fences Cano Carla, followed by Poppy's Flame now pulling out. One off the fence is Desperate Action, and Blue Sage is last and 3 wide, and she will have to go 6 wide, and she does, and she is putting in the big strides, Blue Sage. She's come from last. She has circumnavigated, raced around the outside. The leader, Placid Jane, gone. Royal Land hit the lead 300 metres out on the turn, but Blue Sage raced up on the outside to join it now. 8 metres away, Poppy's Flame. Then Desperate Action, Whims and Wishes beaten from Mount Zero, Placid Jane and Cano Carla. On the turn at the 200 though, Royal Land giving plenty of cheek, 2 metres in front. Blue Sage is now flat, followed by Poppy's Flame. Then Desperate Action at the 100 though, Royal Land still in front. Blue Sage is trying very hard, but Royal Land is hanging on, and here's a boil over and a half. Royal Land wins 2.5 metres to Blue Sage. She just a run, didn't she die on a run in the straight? Poppy's Flame third, then Desperate Action, Whims and Wishes, Cano Carla, Mount Zero, and last it after leading Placid Jane. Royal Land, Greg Burns has won the last.